Hey guys, it's Erica. I wanted to do a quick video. Seems like a lot of people are having clogging issues and not knowing how to fix that or troubleshoot that. So I don't have a clogging issue on mine, but I'm going to do it just to show you guys what to do on yours for the XP15000. Basically, let's see. What you're going to want to do first is go into maintenance. And we're going to do, as though we're going to do an ink cartridge replacement. You're going to go ahead and hit OK. And as soon as the print head starts to move, you're going to unplug your machine from the back. All right. So make sure you're able to get into the back of your machine. So I'm going to hit that. Go to next. Start. Let me reach back here. All right. So that is going to start moving soon. There it goes. And disconnect. All right. So some of the things you're going to want to have ready are some Q-tips, your cleaning solution. I use Simple Green, watered down Simple Green, some paper towels. And so basically when the print head is released, you're going to want to just be able to move it gently. Okay, let me put this from a top view for you. You're going to want to take your inks out. All right, I haven't cleaned mine in a couple days, so while your ink is out, what you want to do is to go ahead and Q-tip and clean this stuff out with your cleaning solution. So just go in the cart and clean. So again, this was already mentioned and done, you know, same thing that I do with my nightly routine. You basically want to make sure your printer stays clean from the ink. The ink will clog your printer. Say it again, guys. The ink will clog my printer. So you definitely want to get it clean in there. Put some more solution on here. So just clean the wells really well. You can also use Windex as long as it has ammonia in it. Cleaning solution that you purchase either from Big Boy or anywhere else, that works just as well. Okay, you should get in the habit of doing this every night when you're done printing, because you just don't want to leave any ink traces around the cart wells overnight and let it see. You also get like these gucks if they dry up. I'm gonna admit it, guys, I've kept my thing in there for like 2 or 3 days without cleaning. Don't do what I just told you to do, leaving your cartridges in there. All right, so that looks a lot better than what it did before. So with a paper towel, all right, just a regular paper towel. I try to use a plain one just so I can see the colors. You're going to want to fold it in half, okay, and then spray it down with the Windex or Simple Green or anything that has ammonia in it. I wouldn't use Pine Sol or anything like that, y'all. You want to get it so that it's pretty saturated, but not super soaked where it's leaking, but just enough so that it's wet. Okay, so I'm going to move this back over. You're going to lay it down inside your printer, and you're going to gently lift and move the print head over. All right, so you're going to hear the shoe shine method mentioned a lot. And it's basically grabbing the ends and just shoe shining it and just going back and forth. Okay. Now, I don't have a clog, but you'll see like there's colors in here. You kind of just go gently with that back and forth, back and forth. The other thing I do to troubleshoot is I will get another piece of paper towel while I'm letting the head soak on the paper towel right now. All right, and I fold it really small. And I wet that with my cleaning solution. And I'll also just dap it onto the capping station here. Gently, guys. All right, so there's a lot of ink in there. And another thing that I do is take my Q-tips and clean around the capping station area. The key to maintaining your printer is getting rid of residue ink so they don't dry up and clog anywhere. All right, this is your I don't know, they call it like a wiper blade or whatever, but you can clean up in here. All right. Okay, let me check something. All right, so because I knew I had to clean my ink wells where the cart sits, a lot of times when you are actually still printing and you're just trying to troubleshoot your clogs, what you're going to want to do is you're going to have your ink still in there. So let me just put that back and I'll show you what the difference is. Because this is probably the situation in most of your cases. So if you do the cleaning, the unclogging this way, and you keep your inks in there, the ink is going to draw, the paper towel is going to draw the ink through the print head from the bottom. And a lot of times people will freak out because when they move their print head, they're going to be like, oh my God, I see so much ink on there. So you see the difference where now that I have the cartridges in the print head, there's more ink that pulls. So again, in most cases, if you're just troubleshooting, you just want to shoe shine it, clean it underneath. So there's all the ink, right? And this is not like a one-time fix. You may have to do this several times. The other thing you want to do is after you do the shoe shine is I tend to push it over to the side and just let it sit. See all this color that came out there? That's because it's pulling from underneath the ink from these carts through the print head here, okay? So I typically say if it's a severe clog, I would leave it on here for about 20 minutes, all right? I'm not going to do it because I don't have that issue right now. So again, just do the shoe shine and then let it sit. Move it over to a clean piece of the paper towel and just let it sit there. Leave it alone. I know we get anxious. I know we want to get impatient, and just let it sit. So after that, you can take it out. Fast forward 20 minutes from now. You're going to move your print head back. Okay. And then at this point, you're going to want to let it dry. Don't start your printer right away. Let the cleaning solution dry and wait for like another 5 minutes for that to happen. And then start up your machine. Once you start up your machine, you're going to want to do a print head nozzle check. Then after the nozzle check, if it's still missing colors, you want to go ahead and do a head clean after that. Don't do too many head cleans, please. The other thing that I tend to do, let me move this back over, is actually, I'm going to use my cleaning solution, is I pour it, not pour it, but I let it drip in here. And you see it's soaked, okay? So again, you can use paper towels to get that out. So that's basically loosening all that dirty ink that is sitting there, has been sitting there. It has been drying and so forth in your capping station. I have these little face thingies, face wash things. And look at all that nasty ink. All right. Okay. So just let it soak for a little bit and then take that out. And it's like new again. All right, so that's all my dirty, not all of it, but that's how my process is. Again, typically I would do a shoe shine and let it sit on the wet paper towel for about 20 minutes, let it do its thing. The other trick that I also tend to do is I will take out these ink cartridges. Sorry, I sound funny because I've been sick since Saturday. I don't know what the heck I had. I've had chills and fevers. It's not COVID, but it's lingering right now. All right, so basically the other thing is to just wet your paper towel and soak it in these little sections. So all this is just to tell you guys to basically clean out the inks that are visible. Those are the inks that, if there's ink sitting in there, that's the ink that's going to be drying up. And it does no harm if you do this like at night, you know, before you put in any cleaning carts or whatever. Get another piece here for my black. All right, so again, what this is doing is it's a little by little pushing in the cleaning solution that you can use into this mesh area, and it's going to pick from the bottom. If I do another shoe shine, okay. So it's like pushing cleaning in and pulling the cleaning through. Again, my print head's not dirty, so you're not going to really see it, but basically this is your shoe shine. So you've taken ink, dirty ink, old ink from your capping station. You've taken it away from your wells. I don't know what they call this. Your print head wells is what I call it. All right. See. So the less trace of ink you leave, the better chances that you're not going to get a clogged printer. I don't remove my print head, like physically remove this, unless I seriously, absolutely need to, which is seldom. because sometimes ink does get underneath and requires that, but I never suggest doing it unless you really need to. All right, so my shoe shine turned out pretty clean, like I said. So I'm just going to put my ink back in and I'm going to keep printing. But I wanted to cover the different techniques, kind of like an all-in-one video here of how different ways to clean, because I do get asked a lot. Well, what do I do? My color's not printing, or my white's not showing. Another thing that you want to do is always have cleaning carts available. All right, so I have them in all my colors, but just not here to show you guys. But if my magenta is clogged, I will replace this and put in my cleaning solution cart, a cart that has cleaning solution in it for the magenta, and then do a head clean with that particular cartridge in there. So that way it helps push the ink harder into the channels, the cleaning solution harder into the channels. Let me know if you guys have any questions from the video. I hope this helps some of you guys out there. You're only seeing ink just because I put ink in here. All right, happy printing. Bye guys.